In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Well, that was a very long intro. Okay, I guess we'll not go for the intro then. Oh my god, we went immediately into a demo. Oh my god. So much for keeping in the title screen, you know. What a good way to start an episode. Or a playthrough. Hello everybody, my name is Jonathan Wolf, and welcome to my brand new playthrough for MediEvil on the PlayStation 1. Oh, there we go. I can just skip this. So yes, MediEvil, released in 1998 for the original PlayStation. This game is a cult classic for a lot of PlayStation fans. So much, in fact, that this game was remade twice, believe it or not. It was first remade, I believe, in 2005. Yes, 2005. It was remade for the PSP, known as MediEvil Resurrection. But also, it was remade recently, well, quote-unquote recently, on 2019 on the PS4, which, yeah, it is actually a remake I haven't played. Yeah, so when it comes to MediEvil, I've only played the first game, and so far I've played the first game. And I gotta say right now, from what I played, or the game that I played, I really enjoyed. I think this game is pretty fun. And you know what? I'm gonna get started, otherwise, yeah, we're gonna have to keep skipping stuff. But yeah, this game is awesome. This is a pretty charming game, and yeah, we're gonna see how charming it is for those who've never played this game, whether it's this version or the PS4 version. So yeah, for those who decided to skip the introductory cutscene, we have a controller that vibrates.
It has risen again, Sir Daniel Fortescue. See, the hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Alright, so for those who decided to skip the introductory cutscene, we play as Sir Daniel Fortescue. Also, give me 1 second because I need... Yes, vibration off. I don't want your stupid vibration. Alright, there we go. Zoom. There we go. No more vibrating for every step I take. But yeah, we play as Sir Daniel Fortescue in the land of Gallowmere with the objective of defeating Zarok, an evil sorcerer who was defeated by Sir Daniel Fortescue. Well, except not really. But we have a second chance to prove our worth, and become the hero of Gallowmere that we deserve to be. So yeah, starting things off, we're gonna have this little tutorial area, also known as Dance Crypt. And we have these books that we can press the X button to read. So let's read this. When you're ready to leave the script, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone and place it in the ornate hand set next to the doorway. Alright, what do you say? You must be out of shape after 100 years, lying on your back. Use the crypt to get to grips with your new lease of life. Alright, so if we explore, we can actually see that this is the hand that requires the rune, as the text said. And here we have some throwing daggers. We got ourselves a new power-up. And we also have a small sword. Now the way, actually I think this will showcase it. During your travels throughout the world of Gallowmere, you will collect many items to look at your inventory. Press the select button on the controller. So yeah, basically when you have multiple weapons, you can press the select button to choose between your different weapons. So we can have a small sword, the throwing daggers, or our arm. Yeah, we can literally use our arm as a weapon, which also works as a boomerang. Only in a video game, you know, because we're Skelly, and Skellies are fun. Anyway, what do you say? To do a power attack, press and hold the square button on the controller for a second or two, and then release it. Which, that's not going to be a thing with our arm. So let's go ahead and use our small sword. And basically, yeah, with the small sword, we can charge, and we can make a spin attack. Which, I gotta say, I do love how only Dan's torso spins and not his legs. That's pretty funny. Anyway, here we got the star rune. But before we go back, let's keep reading how to control Sir Dan. Feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna stink or anything, but yeah, basically what that book is trying to tell you is that you can go into the water, but you can only go into shallow water, but not deep water. Anyway, to get out, you basically press the circle button. The circle button is your jump button. And yeah, the X button is actually how you attack. With square, you make a super attack, and yeah, with square with circle, you jump. Now triangle, you squat, but there's actually a second purpose to it. Any treasure that you find will go into your coin score, displayed on the top right of your display. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles. Alright. And here we have a chest, which contains a copper shield. Now, when you have a shield, by pressing the triangle button, you can actually block from attacks. And you can also charge while having your shield out. Although I think that's... Oh yeah. You will automatically guard when you charge a super attack. Although I don't think you can actually attack... Oh yeah, you can. Okay, never mind. So yeah, your shield is pretty useful against some attacks. Although, as you can see, we have the symbol of a shield with a 150. Well, when that 150 is basically your shield durability. So yeah, basically once that shield number reaches 0, it will break. So yeah, which means that we're gonna encounter multiple shields in this game. Anyway, this green thing is a life bottle. It is essentially a fairy from Zelda, where, as you can see, we now have 300 health, and once we lose all 300 of our health points, we will automatically use a life bottle and regain our health, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and place the star rune, and let's go outside. Now also, one thing you can do is you can actually double tap any direction to start sprinting, instead of just, you know, doing a little strut. But yeah, that's basically like, those are basically like the base movements. You can also turn the camera by pressing R2 or L2. And if you press them together, you can actually go on a little first-person view. Well, I guess in this case, third-person view. But yeah, that's basically all it is to how to control Sir Daniel Fortescue. And track down Zarok by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Gallowmere. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime. So yeah, basically when you see these green like sparkles, that means that you're at the end of the level. Which also implies that, you know, this is Zarok's trail of filth, of magic filth. But there we go. That is it for Dan's Crypt. So now we're going to move on to the actual first level, the Graveyard. So let's begin. So now we're going to have our combat abilities to the test. So let's go. Fortescue. Alright. And we got a thing from Adam's family. So yeah, basically these levels are relatively short. They're like, I want to say overall they're like 10 minutes each, even less. But yeah, for this playthrough, I was originally going to do one video per level, or one level per video, but yeah, some of these videos will be like 4 minutes long, and considering how I upload 3 times a week, yeah, this playthrough might be a bit long. But just like Crash Bandicoot, we're gonna do multiple levels in one video. Anyway, welcome back to your beloved Gallowmere. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body. Well, we're gonna prevent him by slicing and dicing some zombies. Now, as you saw right there, we killed that zombie, and as you can see, we have a chalice with a 3%. Now, right now, that percentage doesn't matter right now, considering that, you know, we still haven't gotten to 100%. But this chalice is actually important to fill up, because this will allow you, or unlocking or getting to 100% will actually allow you to collect a special chalice in this level that will also serve, that has some multi-purpose action, which we will get into later. So let's keep on killing some zombies. And what do you gotta say? Don't let zombies get you down. Tend those wounds by stepping into this fountain of rejuvenation. So yeah, basically, if you are hurt, you can actually step on this green fountain, I guess. And you will actually restore some health. Now, you cannot restore all of your health, but a certain amount. Which, at this point in the game, is basically like a full health, but still. Anyway, for this door, we need the Chaos Rune, but we did get an Earth Rune, which so happens to be green, which also happens to match this hand. Alright, we got some more zombies. And, oh my god, I took damage. Alright. And we are at 50% of the chalice. And yeah, basically, you will fill that percentage every time you kill an enemy. Although, there might be some other stipulations on getting that chalice filled, which we will get into later. Anyway, right here we got a Chaos Rune, which we can use to open that other door. Also, camera, please work, thank you. Yeah, because this is an early PS1 game, well, relatively early PS1 game, we're gonna have to deal with some very awkward camera controls. Which, to be fair, that's part of the course if you play PlayStation games or early PS1 games. Remember, nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel. I wonder if that's actually a hint. Hey, look at that! Here we have an angel statue. That is pretty interesting. Now, if you hit this angel, the direction the angel is looking, you will open said doorways. What do you gotta say? The object here is the chalice. Every time you dispatch an enemy, the chalice fills a little more. Once the chalice is full, it is yours to collect, and you will be worthy of visiting the Sacred Hall of Heroes to claim a prize. There is a chalice to be found in every region of Gallowmere. They are all hidden or well guarded. Only a true hero will collect the full set. So yeah, this thing right here, this is the chalice, which we are filling up by killing enemies. And once you get that chalice meter to 100%, you will be able to collect said chalice. And you want to make sure you collect them, because not only they will be useful to get the true ending of the game, but also they will help you on some very interesting, they will also aid you on your journey. Alright, what do you gotta say? The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the Hilltop Mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key. So yeah, basically here we have a door that will lead to another area of Gallowmere. But for right now, we have to make our way to the mausoleum and confront the stained glass demon and collect the key to open the door. Alright, so let's walk through here because there was a... Wait, was there a bag of coin? Oh no, we got a chest, which gives us a lot of money. Which gave us 50 money, or 50 gold, I guess. Alright. So let's go back up, and let's kill some more zombies. And turn camera, please. Yeah, the camera's gonna be a bit of a nuisance in this game, which, to be fair, like I mentioned before, it's a PS1. It's already like a given. But there we go. The chalice can now be collected. So we now have to go back to the... We now have to go back to that chalice and claim it. Alright, so right here we have a merchant gargoyle. And basically you can buy some supplies. And as you can see, we can buy 50 throwing daggers for 40 gold. And as you can see, we now have 99 out of 250. So we're just gonna buy 2 sets, or 2 sets of 50, you know, just in case. All right, so we're gonna continue on. We're not gonna go back get the chalice first, because, or we're not gonna go back get the chalice yet, because I believe there's something we can do in this area that will affect a past area as well. Or at the very least, we're gonna clear all the enemies. So let's kill all these zombies, which I believe they are slowed down. No, they're not. Alright. Get this chest, and we get a copper shield. However, if you already have a copper shield, that copper shield will actually... Don't forget to pick up the chalice. Yes, I know, game. You don't need to remind me. I'll go get it right now since we're at the end of the level. But yeah, basically, if you collect a copper shield that has been damaged, you'll actually regain. You're actually gonna heal the copper shield back to 150. So yeah, make sure you're always stacked up on your equipment. Now, I believe you can also purchase a copper shield, a copper shield later, but I actually don't remember. Alright, so let's go back and claim our first chalice. The Hall of Heroes awaits. Alright, now we're going to hit this angel statue to look the opposite direction, because I think this will open... If the camera decides to turn. Yes, it will open this gate, which will take us to some gold as well as more zombies. But it will give us some gold as well as our second life bottles. Now we have a grand total of 900 health for Sir Daniel. And there we go. That is basically the first level. So now we just gotta get to the end. And if you have the chalice when you end a stage, you will automatically be... Well, actually, let's talk to this guy.
Tread softly. Zarok awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
Well, I'm not a nobody, so let's go on the pursuit against Zarok. So, once you end a level with a chalice collected, you will be automatically taken to the Hall of Heroes. And in this place, we're gonna see...
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
So yeah, basically this area is like a reward. It's essentially like a reward type area. It also benefits Sir Daniel, as we're gonna see later, or as we're gonna see in a couple minutes. So what do you say? To pay homage to the hero, stand in front of their designated statues and await spiritual guidance. So yeah, basically, as you can see, we have some statues right here. However, all of these are like whatever. And also we have a transparent statue of Sir Dan. However, this guy is actually shining, so let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Let's stand on the pedestal or the symbol.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarok's champion, Lord Kardok. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards.
Will you accept? Yes, I want a crossbow.
Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir. Oh, goodbye, sir.
So yeah, once you get your he will now give you the crossbow, a new weapon. And yeah, just like the throwing daggers it also has ammunition. But we're gonna go back to the small sword just to conserve ammunition. And yes, we are going to be coming here many times. But yeah, that's gonna be for the future, because we are done with this video. I decided to do the first two levels, the tutorial and the first actual stage. But there we go. That is gonna be it for this episode of MediEvil, for the first episode of MediEvil, I should say. This game is gonna be a pretty fun game, and I really hope you guys enjoy. So, next time on MediEvil, we're gonna go up to the mausoleum and confront Zarok's evil minion, the Stained Glass Demon. See you guys then.